this paper right up here, which I got a bunch printed, this goes through 225 digits of pi. Now the trick to like memorizing long numbers is chunk it. So I have another video that if we make it through math class, can actually help you memorize the first 100 digits.
Is it the pi song?
If you chunk it out and give it some melody, it makes memorizing a whole lot easier. Yep. So a lot of you have seen that before, but we got a lesson to do. So right now, hey, real quick look at this because it's up there, but it's also here. Due on Friday is going to be 625, 6, and 7. Okay, I'm not going to collect 711, even though it normally would get collected, because we're just going to keep that with your Chapter 7 work. Okay, so even though 711 will be tomorrow's homework, won't be collected on Friday, I'm just collecting these 3. Okay, after class today, one of the problems from last night's homework should make a lot more sense. Any questions before we get going? What means? So thank you for asking. Pi is irrational because it goes on forever, doesn't have any patterns. This is actually I, is a not real number. So yesterday, Don, are you with me? Because of what we talked about yesterday. Lily, you with me? Because you're way back in the back. Yesterday, we talked about ARN, right? All real numbers. And guys, you know I'm a giant nerd. I have that on my second shirt for today because as Gabe pointed out months ago, I like to pit sweat. But this, square root of -1, this is called the imaginary number. It is a not real number. So that's why square root of -1, it's not real. That's why pi is telling that to get real, and that number I really is telling pi to get rational or be rational. It's just like kind of a little math joke. All right. So this is on your handout. I want you and your partner to discuss this. Excuse me. Did they solve this correctly? If they didn't, figure out what the mistake was. If they did solve it correctly, how else? Like, is there another correct way to solve it? Is there another correct way to solve it? And if you did last night's homework already, you might, that should help you think through what else you could do. Take a couple minutes, chat with each other.
Yeah, he did do it the right way.
Looks like you're lost. We're on the front of this one right here. There we go. Did they do it right? Did they make a mistake? Could they have done something else? We lost. We should be looking at 627. Did you get them from the back? Yeah. Yeah, so today's lesson. So this one just kind of this is still part of that, so kind of you can draw a line here if you want or whatever. Yeah, that's part of the example from class, that whole x equals 11. Do 33 divided by 3. Now, probably all week, I'm going to have that March 14th is Pi Day. March 14th is Pi Day.
Just play it every morning. Good. Do you think that he's right? Okay, think he's right? Okay. Do you think you could have done it another way, Ivan? No.
Oh, so for those of you that were asking about eating pie, no, I'm not buying pie for everyone, but if you are one of the winners from the contest, there will be some pie-related prizes, or I guess we could say prizes.
Oh my God.
We will have some prizes on Friday for anyone who wants to try to earn one. You guys got way quiet when I wasn't necessarily ready to start, but I guess we can start coming together. So, let's use some random cards here. First question, right? Did they make a mistake? Did what they have on the paper work? Is that the appropriate way to solve it? So, Alex, what do you think? They started by adding 6 to both sides. What do you think about that idea?
Yes.
Yes, that's the right thing to do?
Sure.
So they added 6 to both sides. Is that something that you can do, is to add 6 to both sides?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, then, Destiny's not in here. Donovan, what do you think about the next step? Their next step was, what did they do after they added 6 to both sides? What was the next thing they did?
It was like 3x equal, like,
What's that line? They drew that line under there.
fraction line.
Yeah, so what's another way we can talk about fractions? They are, is it multiplication?
It's
Division. What they divide by?
3.
3.
Equal.
Does that work?
Yeah.
Are you allowed to do that?
No.
Yeah! Yeah, you are. You can divide on both sides.
My thing is though, like, but isn't the number supposed to equal?
Hey, so should we take a quiz?
No.
Because I got some people that, like, I got a lot of eyes that are not up here and not really paying attention, and people trying to sneak and do their homework. And I just got a lot of behaviors that I don't really feel like I should need to correct in March, because we've been in school for a while. So if you feel ready, I got a quiz we can take about solving equations. They're 2-step at a minimum. You got to at least do 2 steps. You guys feel confident enough? You want to take your mastery right now? So if you're not mastery ready confident, because this is the last lesson in this chapter, I need you paying attention. I got stuff to teach you. If you can't do this today, take a hike to the office and call your parents. Otherwise, we're doing math. So what they showed us on the paper works. Get your graph paper out, which a lot of you don't have, which is the other reason why I'm kind of annoyed. Get your graph paper out. What doesn't make sense? They did stuff to both sides. So, like, we're allowed to do anything we want.
Oh, I forgot that there was this subtract 6.
Well, they added 6 first. But yeah, they had a -6 at the get-go. That's why they added 6. So another way we can talk about -6, -6, right? Write down this initial, the original, back up at the start, and don't do anything else with it. Don't do anything else with this. Just write down the original. Write down the original. Write down the original. Write down the original. You're not doing your homework right now. We're doing class. I literally just said this. Need some graph paper later?
Writing that down.
Because I'm waiting for you, essentially. Got the original written down, Gabe? Now, instead of -6, Destiny, what's better than -6? What could we write instead of -6? We could write -6, right? So we could change this and write 3x plus -6 equals 27, which a couple of you, like, I think that might have gotten you a little confused with what was on the paper, because it was -6, but that's really -6. That's why they added. So they added first. But here's a question that I have from last night's homework. Could we divide first?
Yes.
Yes, we can. But do you know the dangerous thing about dividing first?
It hurts.
I don't know if it hurt me. It might hurt. Like mentally, it might
Might
hurt.
get it.
Or somebody like divides like your arm, that would probably hurt. But like,
A little bit.
so if we divide, guys, on your paper, draw divided by 3 and divided by 3.
11.
Here's the trap door. Guys, I'm just being like 100% honest with you. This is a trap door. I already helped 2 different people on their homework, and they had both fallen in the trap door. If you divide first, everything has to be divided. And on your homework, it gets really not nice. It's like bad. It's like decimal numbers and like a negative decimal. Here, it's not so bad, because what's 3x divided by 3? 1x. So we could go ahead and write down 1x. But here's what people forget to do. What's -6 divided by 3?
2.
-2. Guys, we should be writing. I should have all pencils moving. And 27 divided by 3?
9.
9. Do I need to individually invite some people to do this? Raphael, do you need an invitation to pick up your pencil and do this? So, are we allowed to divide on both sides? Yeah, we're allowed to do that. We're allowed to OBS anything, right? On both sides, pretty much anything. Did I do my division correctly? Yes. So now, Gabe, what would we do now to get the x by itself? We can add 2 to both sides. And we get x's. Oh, the same thing we already did get the last time.
11.
We get the same answer. You are allowed to do whatever you want on both sides. But there is a better option and a bad option. On your homework, it's like on the front at the bottom, from 6 to 6, it talks about what if we divide by 5 first. It's not very nice. And then option B gives you another, what if we do this first? Option C gives you another, what if we do this first? So I can kind of see from your faces the people that have done last night's homework and the people that haven't. So if you haven't done last night's homework, you probably should. All right, still on your graph paper. We want to go ahead and write down this. And then we'll make sense of it with the algebra mat. But we don't need an algebra mat today. We'll go ahead and write down 3 times. Here, I'll write it down with you guys. Please don't make me individually invite you. It's kind of embarrassing for the both of us. 3 times 2x plus 4 equals negative 6. 3 times. This is on graph paper. On our graph paper, nothing else is going to be on our worksheet for today because it turns into practice. Okay.
So, could you never mind?
Could I never mind? I don't know. I probably could. Actually, I don't think I could because I always mind. So, guys, here's going to be the weird thing. I don't want you to write down the next thing I write down. Check it. Put your pencil down. And now I'm saying the opposite that I just said. I could, not I should, I could distribute this. Do not write this. It's extra work you don't want to do. But I could do this and get 6x plus 3 times 4, 12 equals negative. And so, guys, look at the math. Hold on. I have 6 x's. I have 12 positives. And over here, I have 6 negatives. However, the reason I'm thinking that's a bad idea to do that is they've already kind of chunked this in a way that makes sense. Could I split this side up and chunk it kind of the same way they did the left side? How many groups are they showing on the left side? 3 groups, right? If I split this side into 3 different groups, how many would be in each group on the right side? 2 of the negatives, right? So, guys, instead of doing what I just wrote, on your paper, now what I want you to write, let's not make the numbers bigger, let's make the numbers smaller. What if we divide by 3? And guys, I'm telling you, this is another trapdoor. Pick up your pencil and write this down, because otherwise it's going to be confusing.
Oh, that's why it's confusing.
Check it. This is one value. What's in this box is one value. It's one thing. So when we divide by 3, we're not going to divide the 2x or the 4 because those are connected with the 3. Guys, think about it like this. What I just had written down, 6x plus 12. If we divide that by 3, what's 6x divided by 3? 2x. What's 12 divided by 3?
4.
So really what we get left is 2x plus 4, right? That 3 is going to cancel out. So we get 2x plus 4 equals, what's negative 6 divided by 3?
Negative 2.
Oh yeah, because we said over here. So guys, what we're looking at now is this equal to that, right? We're looking at this equal to that. So now go ahead and finish solving this with your partner. You and your partner, go ahead and finish solving that. Lakin, you with me, dude? You and your partner, go ahead and finish solving that.
Oh, I know. Wait, no, I can't do that.
What do you do on both sides? Well, what do you? There's options. What are you gonna do first? Okay. Can you tell me what the other option could be? Still. Could you divide again up here?
How did you take it? And then you negative 4, 6. And then okay over here, 4. So you get, and then like you do it over and you only have 2. Is that a yes?
Hey, you're right. You are 100% right. But what I'm trying to convince you is this is gonna keep getting harder. This process is gonna become necessary. I know right now you don't have to do it. It's gonna become necessary.
Look, okay, let me go back. No, let me just try. Can I borrow that?
I even have templates that can help you draw 3D cubes, but that is not what we're doing right now. So guys, we split up division, right? We split up the algebra mat into 3 different sections. My one section shows this, 2x plus 4 equals negative 2. And the next thing I can do, Miss, what could I do on both sides?
Could add 2.
I could add 2, but then it's going to make a 0 over here.
Minus 4.
Ah, we can minus 4 to both sides. Or, I even said it even better. How'd you say it?
Negative 4.
Add a negative 4. And then we get 2x equals negative 6, right? Now, Lakin, what can I do now? If I have 2 x's, what? Yeah, divide by 2.
Which is
On both sides, make sure you bring the negative. X is going to be
3. Negative 3.
negative 3.
You see?
All right, feeling confident? Try this. You guys got to figure out how to write this one out.
At least 200.
180.
180.
This is going to be on our graph paper. This is going to be on our graph paper.
Cisco and Missy.
These kids are like,
No, they need to construct. That's not chicken. I haven't seen at least that many square feet.
let's do 3.
Okay, so
Okay, so then is 3 times the width.
it's a square, right?
All right, let's make sure we're all starting on the same track.
It's a quadrilateral.
Adding.
I got it.
Careful, because I've heard a couple incorrect things said by people. Addie. What I have highlighted in blue, could you write that out mathematically for me?
Do you want me to do it?
Like, can you tell me what to write for, like, if we're going to write out the length of the coop is 3 feet longer than the width, but only use numbers and symbols?
Can I go up there right now?
Sure, if you can do it quickly.
The
We're running out of time fast.
C.
Probably up
Why
here,
did I just
maybe.
write my C backwards?
Oh wait, why are you using A? So that is not what I asked you. Sorry. So this is one of those issues where I think your brain isn't quite listening to what I'm saying. So what Addie was about to write is right, but that's not what I'm asking for. So let's try again. Raphael, do you know how we could write out the length of the coop is 3 feet longer than the width? How could we write out the length? What would you use for length? What letter would make sense to use for length? An L. A couple people helped you out there. So on our paper, we need an L equals. Hey guys, do I need to set up a seating chart? Well, you're really testing my patience today. I should see pencils in hand and I should see writing happening because what you said out loud was wrong. You need to be listening and doing this with me. Sorry to say it, but I do have some things to still teach you. We have a couple months of school left. Trust me, I wish we could go on summer break right now. So everyone should have written down L equals. Do I need to walk around and check your papers? Moss, say it louder.
L equals W plus
3
3.
feet longer, not multiplication. Not multiplication. It's W plus 3 because it's 3 feet longer than the width. So then, what am I going to, so I've got length. What would I use for like W equals? Itself, right? W equals W. Now we'll throw it back to Addie. Addie, what were you trying to write out when you came up here? About because you put A equals, what was that for?
Area equals 180.
Yeah, they tell us the area needs to equal 108. Now wait, how do we find area of a, what size, what do they say this pen is?
108.
It's what shape?
Well,
If
it's a quadrilateral.
Probably like a rectangle, quadrilateral, something like, right? Because if it's got length and width, it's probably a rectangle. How do we find area of a rectangle? Anybody?
Well,
Multiply,
Yeah.
right? So wait, we're gonna set up, this needs to equal 108, but what they tell me, so I need to do length times width. I'm gonna start with width times the length we said was W plus 3. Go ahead and attack this for a minute. See if you can try to figure out this might be one where I have to admit that Donovan's group, like trying to cling on the 5D process, you guys might have it here. Like, we might have to use the 5D process that you guys keep using.
Okay, so
Keep trying.
W plus 3.
This might go back to the 5D process because I don't know if we know how to do this.
So the width.
What is the 5D process?
So what do we guess, chat, and adjust? This might be one way to do it like that.
I actually solved it in my head. You accidentally solved the problem in your head.
Yeah, I mean, if you try to solve enough math problems, eventually you'll accidentally get one right.
Wait. So wait.
Guys, even though I'm trying to get you to do algebra, if we don't know how to solve algebraically,
That makes
we might have to go back to what we know always works. So Jana, I don't know what you guys were doing back there, but if you go to the 5D process, do you want to just guess a number that could be width? Doesn't matter if it's right, wrong. 56 feels like it's a little big. Maybe even smaller than 56.
48.
24. I'm still feeling like that's a little big, but okay.
How is 24 that big? Wait, what?
Well, maybe I have some things to teach you.
Maybe
So, 24.
It's only 108. So yeah, that is.
So, if I make the width 24, the L would be 27. And how do you find area? Times multiplication. So 24 times 27. Oh. So what's 24 times 27? 648. So I think we're a little too big. Alex wants to try 13. So then what would the length be? Hey Donovan, I'm betting you don't have this right since you were fighting me on the last one. Can you pick up your pencil and act like you're doing math? That or you can take a trip to the office. I'm getting frustrated with you today, man. We got math to do and you're not doing it right. I wish that would activate your brain to say, oh, I should pay attention, but maybe I need to make a new seating chart. I want to let you and your dude sit together, but it's not working today. Can you do it? We got 5 minutes, we got 8 minutes of class left. Can you do it?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Lindy.
Um,
If so, Alex told me make this 13. If I do that, what's our length? 16. And then if I try 13 times 16, I still feel like it's going to be a little big. I don't know. Can somebody help me? Somebody with a calculator?
I know that 13 times 7 would be like under 30, so that's already.
Yeah, we're wait. You got it?
It's 9. I mean,
What?
9.
What's the answer, Margo? Do you
Well,
know?
we need to know what it is.
Is that?
What's 13 times 16 in your
Guys, you all have calculators sitting at the desk.
It's 208. It's 208. It's 9 though.
Oh, come get one.
yo, what if the number is like 6?
Is it 8? It's 9.
All right, Margot says it's 9. She sounds frustrated, so we might as well try that. 9, what would that make the length? 12. What's 12 times 9?
108.
Ah, 108. We
Yo,
finally got
I'm gonna
it.
try that.
We got Margo.
All right, hold up. I got another situation. So here, the 5D process is shown to us. Can you stop doing your homework, please? Guys, it's not like you're not good at being sneaky. I'm sorry to say it, but you're not very good at being sneaky. It's really disrespectful and frustrating when I'm trying to go at a slow enough pace that all of us can do the work together and people are trying to be sneaky. Do what we're doing together. If you don't want to do that, bye. Go somewhere else. You can watch class through the videos or you can try to learn on your own. I put you on Khan Academy, whatever. But if you don't want to be in math class, get out of here. I have a job to do and I'm going to do it. Anyone need to leave? Anyone need to go take a break? Call your parents, go home? Can't do school today? If you're going to, go. You got 2 options. You either choose to do it or you choose not to. This 5D process has been started for us. But here, I actually don't think we need to use the 5D process because what they have right here is solvable in one, like we can just do the math and like in one attempt, like Gabe asked me, have I ever accidentally gotten a question right? I can get this right in one attempt, not one step, but one attempt. Write this down in your paper. I'll write it with you guys so we can all, it's x plus 2 plus x plus 2 plus 4. And what that is supposed to equal is 35. 35, I believe.
Don't you just have to like combine?
Work with your partner, see if you guys can figure out how to do this.
So, partner. What do you think?
Not 35x, just 35. Right, it just equals 35.
So, wait, 35 times 8. All James back. Yes, it's 27. And then 27 divided by 3 is yes, but 9. So that's 9.
8 minus 35
Kablowie!
equals. Work on this with me. It's got it.
Question or answer, guys? Answer, hang on to it. Ivan, what did you decide to do first here? What do we like as a guess for X or what? I'm not trying to guess. Sorry, I'm not guessing. We'll move on. Jana, what'd you guys do first? Because we don't want to just guess anymore. Whoa, 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 going too far. So Jana said do the 2, and the 4, because these are all like terms. What's 2 plus 2 plus 4? 8. So I know I've got a plus 8. Okay. What? So I'm going to keep moving on. June, not here. June, we miss you. Come back soon. Margot, what else could we do? We got the 2, and the 4.
You can add them too.
Add the what?
Add them.
So we did that. Sorry. Obviously, you're not really paying attention.
So you add the x's.
Add the x's now. So we got x, x, and another x. How many x's? 3. 3 x's. So we got 3x plus 8 is supposed to equal what? 35. This should have been written on your paper at some point. Nate, do you know what we could do now? We want to either get rid of the 3, the 8, or the 35. We got to pick which one. Subtract what? 8, because this is multiplication. We can't deal with that with subtract, but we can subtract 8 from both sides. And if you need to remind yourself, we can OBS anything, right? We can on both sides, whatever we want to do. So now we have 3x equal to 27.
Divided by 3 equals 9.
So now we divide by 3 on both sides, as Donovan shouted out.
Yeah, I shouted.
And we get x's, because you just couldn't contain your excitement. You were just
happy.
so excited. X equals 9. Now, I have a challenge for you that I don't know if you'll be able to step up to this challenge or not. I bet you could solve at least 3 of these with the 3 minutes we have left. Try it. I'll tell you the answers in a minute. I bet you could solve 3 of those at least. Pride. Oh yeah.
8 equals 3. Write it down.
I don't know. I mean, then throw it away because I'm not sure. Yeah, the mysteries are like what's left at the end of the run. So I don't know if you pick another mystery, it might be something different. But also, you could give that to a friend if it's still like clean and you didn't like put it in your mouth or anything.
Okay. So, negative 5 times 4 is negative 9. Oh, it's negative 5.
Got 1 minute left.
Timing for me.
I need to get my stuff.
On A, negative 3. We'll go shout out here. On B, negative 5. Negative 5. On C,
Question mark.
Negative 805.
from yesterday, they're identical. The left side and the right side end up identical. And on D,
Also identical. Wait,
no, they're not. 3x plus 4, 3x minus 4.
I'm gonna guess it's not possible.
0.
Not possible. No solution. Guys, do your homework. Practice these skills. Have a great day. Happy Pi Day.
I like actually.
Thanks for the sucker. It's actually my favorite flavor.
You're welcome.